Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Trillionaire Mac. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I have a banger Euro USD trade breakdown for you guys. Honestly, I might be done trading for the rest of the year after this, right? 26% on AU this morning, 28% on Euro USD this morning. I don't know if I'm going to upload this video before or after the Euro JPY video, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but you guys are gonna see it has been a fantastic Monday. Staying up and trading that AUD USD move also allowed me to trade this Euro USD move. It set up pretty nice, and the rest was history. So we're gonna break it down. Before we get started, be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. All right, I would love to have you a part of the family, and hit that bell notification icon to be updated whenever I upload a new video. That being said, let's get into it. All right, so with this trade here, this trade in particular, it wasn't really, the trade idea was not built off of the H4 time frame, right? This was actually going against the higher time frame. I wasn't even expecting price to, continue falling like this, right? Because my original TP was right here. But I saw this bearish candle print, and then this next candle, it was just going bearish, and so I was like, okay, well, let's head to the next target, which would be this zone here, right? And then I ended up just taking profit at this low here, right? So around 28%, 42 pips collected, risking 1.5 pips. I really just built this off of the M15 time frame, to be honest with you guys, right? You see that we have this apex order block here, we have inefficient pricing here, right? We do have interaction with demand within this area. Price creates supply off of that, price continues to push to the downside. Now, we did tag into this supply multiple times. I'm sure on a lower time frame you could have gotten a trade off of these areas. Well, I know for a fact you could have gotten a trade off of these areas here, right? And then all of a sudden we have a zone wipeout when price, rejects this area completely. Now, you could have definitely caught some nice percentages from this push to the downside. You could have definitely caught some nice percentages from possibly this. It just depends on how meticulous you want to be as it relates to price tapping into this zone, right? But overall, you had some nice opportunities at this supply zone, right? Then price breaks this supply zone, so we know that demand is in control, and we're looking for an opportunity for supply to come into the market. Well, here we know that we have a valid supply zone, right? If you want to know how I select my order blocks, feel free to, I have a video about how I select my order blocks and things like that and what I look for. So if you're going based off of that, we see that, this is the apex of the break of structure. We see that we have imbalance here, and I added a couple more confluences, but you guys can basically go based off of that video, and you should be set for sure, right? I think now we're close to 1,500 views on that video as well, so go check it out. So once we tap into this zone, right, I'm thinking about taking my entry on the lower time frame, right? I'm not going to be on the higher time frame. Now, I'm not going to do too much teaching. Remember, I saved that for my mentorship program. If you want to take advantage of my trade setups and how I view the market and things like that, feel free to join the Telegram. Links are all in the description. You guys, I know you may not like it, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to help 10,000 people reach financial freedom. So in order for me to reach 10,000 people and assist them with understanding and learning about the foreign exchange market, I gotta advertise, all right? So thank you for hanging in there with me. All right, so back to it. So we can see that we have a break of structure to the upside here, right? We do have a little bit of a liquidity grab, and basically within this area, I'm playing off of the liquidity grab, right? I know that price pushed to the upside here. So this is the last buy before the sell really takes place, all right? And then once that sell takes place, what happens? We break this demand here. Okay, if you want to know how I look at supply and demand, feel free to go check out. I have a YouTube video that I think it's a 4-part video on my supply and demand secrets, like how I view supply and demand basically. It's slightly different from others, but you can backtest it yourself, it works. So, and of course we have a change of momentum, price pushing to the upside and then starting to move to the downside, right? So playing off of the original area where supply comes into the market, because I mean, we can see that, you know, after supply comes into the market up here, after we have this grab of liquidity above these equal highs, and remember, price does nothing on accident, right? So whenever you guys see things like this, okay, understand that it's not an accident, all right? When you see liquidity being generated and then price sweeps it, okay? Basically, I'm playing off of this candle here. Now, one thing I love about trading, because I get this question all the time, is, guys, you can really do this anywhere in the world, literally. You guys can do this anywhere in the world, right? And then those of you who are students of mine, those of you who are funded traders, who have passed FTMO challenges and you're a funded trader, I mean, you can be in Dubai, you can be in LA, you can be New York City, you know, you can be France, Italy, you can be anywhere you want in the world and still be able to make money, still be able to take care of your family, still be able to handle your expenses. That's why I love it, man. That's why I love it. And once you understand what the market is actually doing, it's very simple. Like, you guys see me blow through this every single day, but it's taken a lot of hours. You just have to put in those hours, put in that time, right? If you guys need any extra guidance or anything like that, or if you need any advice, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Telegram. I definitely have you guys covered, right? So I'm waiting for price to tap into this zone, and then that's where I'm going to take my entry, all right? But it needs to be during a session, all right? Preferably London session, New York session, or London, New York overlap, okay? I don't like to take too many trades during Asia session. I will sometimes, but normally I get stopped out with liquidity sweep, and then price goes in my direction anyway. So I try not to enter an Asia session too much, but I do sometimes. All right, but we can see price tags us in here, right? So once we entered the market, all right, it was like 1.4 pips at the end of the zone, right? As you guys know, 1.5 pips is my minimum stop loss. I don't go less than 1.5 pips. And, you know, EURUSD just has really good spread, but let's say it was like GJ or GU, you know, I might increase that to, you know, 2 to 3 pips, all right, just to be on the safe side. And then the rest was history. So you guys can see around 346, 345, right? Same time I was trading AU. If you haven't seen that trade breakdown, go check it out, all right? We also talked about the AU trade within the Telegram channel. All right, slightly, if you guys go watch the video, we do touch on it on the Sunday night webinar, but I didn't actually call it out as a signal, all right? But yeah, so this was not a bad trade at all. Now let's talk about targets. All right, so targets for me, my first target was here, but you guys can see how much momentum price has pushing to the downside. And even if you look on the M5, right, a small stall here, all right, we actually created, you know, an area of possible interest here, okay, that price could have returned back to. I want to see how price is going to interact with this when it actually comes back to this area, maybe even this one too. All right, we'll see what happens, but this is just the lower time frame, right? Price does not have to respect these levels. So we had, you know, a small stall here, and then all of a sudden price just pushes to the downside, right? So that to me, okay, seeing that, it didn't really make sense for me to close the position here. All right, now if you wanted to get out of the market, that's completely fine because, you know, that was 15% of my account, right? But I just simply targeted the next zone and the rest was history, right? So when it comes to targets, a lot of you guys ask me, how do I set my targets? If you guys want to know specifically how I set my targets, feel free to join the mentorship program or sign up for a one-on-one session. But within the Telegram channel, it's very, very simple. Swing lows, swing highs. And then those of you who have the course, you guys get the sauce and stuff like that. But it's pretty generic. Swing lows and swing highs, which you guys can target, and you should be good to go. All right. With that being said, I don't want this video to be too long. All right. I feel like I say that every video, and I feel like every single video is long. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.